Welcome back to the Dad Compass podcast. Today we're going to be talking about going back to school and how much it has changed. I remember we used to have school projectors. We would have chalkboards. We would have teachers that pretended to give a shit. And now our teachers are teaching children about shit that really doesn't belong in schools. And to make it worse, they're doing all this shit off of a computer. Yo, my kids didn't even need school supplies this year. You know what they said? Like, we'll just provide everything. We'll just give them a whiteboard and some crayons and fuck it, we'll give them a laptop too. What the fuck?
They're going to give them crayons too.
Dry erase markers. But, I mean, fuck, they're retarded. They might give them crayons.
Your kids or the teachers?
Well, I guess a little bit of both.
Jesus.
I'm just kidding. My kids aren't retarded. They're wonderful children. You know, it's great though. They're both sick too.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
So whatever you've had is transferred over?
Yeah.
You're talking about Ronan and Ellie?
Yeah. So if it's COVID and they go back to school, everyone's fucking dying.
When's their first day?
Wednesday.
Got it.
Back to school night's tomorrow. So I'm going to cough all over the teachers.
Are they excited?
They are very excited. Ronan is incredibly excited.
Is he in kindergarten?
He's in kindergarten, yeah. He actually cried the other day because he had 6 more sleeps before school. He was like, I just want to go to school now. So.
And Ellie's excited too?
Ellie is very, she's a little bit nervous, but she is very excited at the same time.
How long has it been since she's been in a traditional school?
Well, her last year in school was kindergarten.
Oh shit. Okay.
So
she's going into 4th grade?
Going to 4th grade.
Dang. Okay.
That's right. So 4 years of having common sense around to going into full blast. And I don't know, this school might be different. It might be a good school. I don't know. From what we're told, they're good schools. But you know what freaks me the fuck out? And so my son, before we left Colorado, they had to do active shooter drills where they're about to start doing active shooter drills.
That's fucking crazy.
Dude, can you imagine being a kid in elementary school and they're like, all right, we're just going to have you guys out into the fucking desk or go into this corner because what if somebody comes in with a gun?
I don't think my kids' school have done that. You said that was in Colorado?
I was in Colorado. Well, I think it's like a normal thing in a lot of states now.
That's fucking sad.
It is sad. So, yeah, man.
So is Ian's schoolwork, is it self-guided?
Yes. Yep.
So he doesn't have a teacher or anything like that?
No, he's got a teacher.
Oh, okay.
Right, there's 37 states right now that have active shooter drills.
That's crazy.
That is ridiculous. I mean, when I was in high school, we'd have bomb threats, but we all knew it was a fucking joke. We knew none of the kids were fucking dumb enough to plant a bomb. You got to be a smart kid. I'm pretty sure most of these fucking high school kids weren't that smart, but I feel like now, I'm just saying, I think the kids are a little bit smarter now.
You were probably in 2nd grade when Columbine happened?
It happened in 99. I was still in Russia.
Oh, you were?
Yeah. And I'm telling you right now, in Russia, there's no fucking active shooters.
Oh, no active shooters.
No, it was my 2nd grade was through the orphanage. So they'd send you to school and I'd have to wear a jean jacket and jeans and look all proper.
Canadian tuxedo.
Is that what that's called?
Jean jacket and jean and blue jeans. Canadian tuxedo.
Well, I'm going to say that we were the fucking originators of Canada.
Russian tuxedo.
And, you laugh at a key. You're standing in the corner with a fucking hat that says dunce. They did not give a shit. Teacher would smack the fuck out of you with a ruler. It was no joke, man. There was no joking. You're there to learn. not fuck around.
Do you think it's still that way?
Yeah. Oh, I guarantee. I think that even though Russia is a little bit fucked, I think the way that they handle education is far better than the United States. Like
Because they
there's
beat it into the kids.
well, yeah, there's discipline in schools.
But would you be
Like,
okay with the teachers smacking Ronan?
no, dude, I'd beat the fuck out of them.
Okay.
Like, no chance. But
So what you're
if
saying is contradicting.
it is, but that doesn't mean it's. I think the biggest thing about it is the amount of respect in schools is very different here in the United States. And maybe that's depending on the school or the area.
I'd be okay with somebody hitting my kid as long as it wasn't like over the top and it was warranted.
Yeah, smack them with a ruler, smack their fucking hand.
Yeah, something
That's
like that.
fine. But like if my kid comes home, he's got a fucking mark. Like you're gonna have a fucking mark. Like no chance.
They'll have to do an active shooter drill.
That's right. Oh my god, this doesn't work. This doesn't work. This guy's a fucking ninja.
I was in high school when Columbine happened. It was kind of crazy because like
Oh yeah. When you were in Colorado too.
and yeah. It was it was crazy. It was like obviously it was all over the news and shit. So it was extremely impactful when something like that happens to you, especially so close.
Yeah.
I actually live a mile and a half from there now, and I don't know how much truth there is to this, but the house that I live in, I moved in here in 2016, and not one of the shooters, but somebody from the Trenchcoat Mafia used to live here.
The Trenchcoat Mafia. What the fuck is that?
That was the two idiots that they were part of that.
Oh really? That was like a thing.
Mm-hmm.
What is it, like a gang?
Yeah, it sounds like it.
But it's just two fucking preppy retards.
No, they weren't preppies. I don't know. They were just different. I'm sure they were bullied and shit too, though.
Well, I think that's a fucking good topic right there. Bullying. How do you so how do you think bullying is now compared to when when we were in school?
I think it's less because it's definitely way more talked about.
Okay. Do you think that it impacts the kids more now than it did when we were kids?
I don't know as if I would think it's one way or the other.
No.
I don't think so. I got a quick story to share.
Okay.
Jackson's a really, really good kid, and he's very well liked. He's extremely mellow and just kind of he's able to. He's got a lot of close relationships. He's got a pretty big group of friends, and one of the kids in his friend groups had beef with another kid, and so they wrote a bunch of shitty stuff on a piece of paper, and they all signed it and gave it to the kid. It wasn't like you're a fucking idiot,
but
it
Jackson
was like
did?
Jackson signed it. So this happened like 2 days before the end of the school year.
Yeah.
2 years ago, and they were getting ready to go on a school trip. So all the kids that were involved ended up not getting to go on the school trip. Jackson was extremely remorseful and he said he felt peer pressured into doing it. Like he really didn't have any issues with the kid, but he felt peer pressured into doing it. But like we had a lot of good conversation about it. Like, hey, you are a leader in your school. Like he's actually in an active like leader group.
Yeah.
You're a leader for the school. You need to put your foot down when something like this happens.
Yeah.
And take the high road and say, hey, we don't need to do this.
No.
If you want to do this, you do this, but we're not doing this.
Jesus.
He apologized to the kid. I think all the kids ended up apologizing. Like Jackson's friends are overall pretty good kids.
Yeah.
And it sounds like the other kid that started the letter is no longer involved in the school or in his friend group. And him and that other kid that he signed the letter on, they're on good terms. So,
Damn.
but I never
Did you
really had anything
did
like
you
that
ever
happen.
did you ever bully anybody? Like honestly.
So not really. I will tell you this: as a senior, I was picking on a freshman. It was more of like a hazing, I guess.
Sure.
But I didn't bully like kids that had less or
Yeah.
that had problems. I mean, I'm kind of the same way now that I was in high school from that aspect. Like, try to put yourself in somebody else's shoes.
I threw a
It's
kid
not
in a
the
fucking
kid's
locker.
fault that they're poor.
Yeah.
And we weren't, and I mean, we were poor too, but you know, I don't know. I really didn't do too much of it. I did do some hazing as a
Yeah.
senior, but nothing crazy.
Yeah. That's good.
I think I threw like a kid's shoe in the toilet that was a freshman.
That's fucked. That's
I mean,
fucked up, dude. Yo, can you imagine like the whole rest of your day, your shoes covered in fucking shit water?
it was clean.
It's never
There
clean,
wasn't.
dude.
Well,
Come on. There's still fucking doo doo rolling around in there.
that's fair. That's fair.
The kid's walking around with fucking doo doo fucking going in between his toes.
My best friend and we played football together, and he listens to this, so he's gonna hear this story. But
That's funny.
we had this freshman that was on our team. He ended up being I think a really good football player, but
Yeah.
his freshman year he was like 6'4", and he weighed like 64 pounds.
Jesus.
He was real skinny, and he was playing defensive end.
That's what I played.
And we were on offense, and my best friend was a running back. He had made it to the outside, and I was a tackle. And he says that this didn't happen, but I swear it did. And I thought he wanted dude to learn a lesson, and I swore he pointed at him and he wanted me to blindside him. So I did. And yeah, I fucking rocked this kid. And like he was laying like parallel in the air.
Jesus.
Knocked the wind out of him.
Yeah.
He's like, why the fuck did you do that? I was like, you pointed at him. He's like, I didn't point at him. And so like we were arguing. He still says to this day that he didn't do it. So maybe it was just me seeing things, but yeah,
you were just feeling crazy that day. You were like, fuck it, I'm gonna fold this kid. 6'4", my ass.
Well, I was 220 in high school. I obviously said he was 64 pounds. He probably was like 150 or 160.
Yeah. Still light for like being that tall.
And not seeing it coming.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jesus, dude.
That kind of stuff we did as seniors, but it wasn't like we didn't support those guys too.
Yeah. Help him up, give him some water, punch him in the chest. You're good. He's got fucking tears rolling down his face.
Yeah, he was hurting.
Well, it wasn't the same kid that you put a shoe in the toilet, right?
It was not.
I was about to say, that's fucked up, dude.
No. Honestly, all the freshman kids, I think the kid whose shoe I put in the toilet might have been an 8th grader.
Oh, so you were in high school and he was in fucking 8th grade?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, dude.
But we got along with the freshmen for the most part. Like they were all good dudes.
That's fair.
When you play sports too, and you're in a small school, there ends up being these pretty close bonds.
Yeah.
And I think that's the other thing, and that is the one thing that I will say about that I do like about my kids' school, but I also liked it about my school is the smaller schools, I think, creates a sense of community.
Yeah.
More so than a large school.
That's fair. That is true. And I think Colorado, my wife was telling me that her graduating class was like 100 people or some shit. I was like, how is that even possible?
Where did she graduate from?
I don't know. somewhere in Colorado.
Well, there's a lot of schools that are like in the
It was like a
500s
charter.
and
It was like a
thousands.
charter school, so it was like a smaller one, right? Is
Got
that
it.
kind of what it means? All right. So we've learned that you threw a kid's shoe in a fucking toilet, and he was walking around with shit between his toes for the rest of the day.
He punched me,
And
by the way,
he
and
punched you?
and gave me a black eye.
Oh, you fucking deserved it.
Yeah, I mean,
Damn.
I did.
Was it after you put his shoe or before?
It was after.
Right on. See, I never did that shit. I put some kids in lockers, but it's because they were bullying somebody. Like I never, like, I hated being bullied so bad, like when I came to the United States, because I didn't speak English, that I fucked up a lot.
Why
of
you
kids.
bullying me?
Yeah, pretty much. I fucked up a lot of kids. Like I was a really violent kid. And then like once my mom had a couple people that were like, hey, we're gonna sue your kid because he keeps fucking hurting ours. I learned that you can't do that shit. I still did it in middle school. But,
So you bullied bullies.
oh yeah. Yeah, I couldn't fucking, I'm gonna say this. When I came over to the United States, the worst kids that bullied me were the black girls. Fuck, dude. Because they roll around like a gang. There's like 15 of them. And like, I'm very strong in like my resolve. You can't fucking hit a lady. But there's times that I was fucking really tempted. Like when there's 15 of them and they're like talking shit, and like I'm so barely learning English, so I'm like hearing every other word, blah 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 blah, bitch, blah 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 blah, faggot. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? I don't even know what these words mean. I realize I don't like people talking shit, but as an adult, I'm like, you can talk all the shit you want. It doesn't matter. But school wise, no. I think like my extended bullying was like, I took like a massive shit on a fucking toilet seat and I told everybody to go look at it. It wasn't even bullying, it was just funny.
Debatable.
It was
I did
funny.
laugh, so
It
I
was
guess
fucking
is
funny. It was funny. All right. Well, what do you want to jump into? So we kind of talked about bullying and how.
Well, and I wanted to clarify something that I had talked about last week. So last week we were talking about the sex ed material.
Yeah.
And I had made a comment about not necessarily agreeing with what my kid was learning. I will say that I did sign off on it. So, but it's a very interesting predicament to be in.
It is. I think that's a good topic too.
Because you don't sign off on it and now your kid doesn't go through that class.
Yeah.
He runs the issue of being the weird kid.
Or nowadays, now he's labeled as a kid that's fucking non-inclusive and doesn't give a shit and is like hating on all of it, which I think is fucked up, dude. This kind of dives into the bullying. The bullying now is fucking social and like psychological. It's fucked up. You don't get punched in the face. You don't get pushed. You don't get shoved in a locker. They'll attack you from other angles.
Right. Mentally.
And with
social media.
Well, yeah. And with that kind of stuff, man, I think it's like really, like it's really wild.
Well, and the other side of that is that Jackson has this maturity that I was okay with him learning that stuff because I wasn't like concerned about it. I think that if there's a concern of it being a joke or you learn all this stuff and then you go and experiment it tomorrow, you know what I'm saying? Then I probably wouldn't have signed off on it, but I just wasn't that worried about it just because of Jackson's maturity.
Well, it was in middle school, or is this in high school?
No. He's not even in high school yet. So it was
middle
sixth grade.
Yeah, same with my kid. But I still think that's like a weird thing to be like talking about. Like I don't.
I don't disagree.
I think there's like certain things that are like fine. Eh, Not even, dude. What you're six? How old are you in sixth grade? Like 12, 13?
You're 11.
Oh my God, even fucking worse. Why are you learning about fucking anal and blowjobs and fucking condoms and like, dude,
11 to 12, I think, actually.
I
But
just,
still,
I don't think that shit's appropriate. High
right.
school, great, dude. High school, I get it, but even then, leave it to a very, very small amount. Like, you want to teach kids about STDs, great. You want to teach them about protection, great. But if you're a school and you're bringing in fucking cucumbers and shit and demonstrating how to put shit on, that's kind of fucking weird.
Well, I think it just goes back to what I said last week. I think they're just trying to get in front of it. I don't disagree. I think it is a little too early, but I don't like. I have no idea where teen pregnancy or any of that stuff's at now compared to when we were in school. But I feel like I was a freshman when I learned, not in sixth grade.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, so the comparison between teen pregnancy rates in early 2000 now reveals a significant decline in the number of pregnancy among teenagers. Early 2000s, the teenage pregnancy rate was at its peak, estimated 116.8 pregnancies per 1,000 females, aged 15 to 19 in the 90s.
So 11 out of 100.
Yeah.
That's simple math.
The rate dropped to 76 per 1,000, 2002. And I'm guessing it's even fucking lower now, but like that's
Well, then there goes your theory. That's they're
what?
teaching kids sooner,
No,
and
but
it's.
I don't think that has to do with it.
I
Dude,
mean, how could it not?
dude, birth rates and everything have gone down.
So people are more educated.
I don't know if it has to do with the education aspect of it. I think it has to do with some sort of like stigmas, but I just, and granted, I think that's fair. Like 15 and 19, you shouldn't be having kids. Things happen, whatever. But I just, I don't know. I think the early 2000s were incredibly like sexualized, like everything was overly sexualized. I think
It's Limp
now,
Bizkit's fault.
Limp Bizkit,
They did it all for the nookie.
all for the nookie, man. Who didn't?
I mean, I think you're right though. I think what you're saying is correct.
Like I think common sense. So I think common sense is now not so common, but I do think that kids are generally smarter now. I would say so. With and I guess it also depends on their environment, but I guess just in general, um,
My kids are smarter than me.
yeah.
They make better decisions than me.
Well, why? Because you've made the decisions that were poor, and now they get to like you've told them what not to do.
Yeah, I'm gonna take all the credit for it. So yeah, 100%.
Well, I mean, it's true. Like there's obviously they deserve some credit because they're making those active choices, but those active choices are based upon your experience. They're based upon your teacher, your fucking Mr. Miyagi, your sensei or dad.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if Logan doesn't share with me that he's drinking in college. I would hope that he knows he could,
Yeah. How old
but
is he?
he's 19. He'll be 20 soon.
Oh, yeah,
And
he's definitely throwing some back.
but I don't think he drank in high school at all. And I was drinking a lot in high school.
We were getting wild. High school was fucked up.
High school is fucking awesome.
I didn't go to college, so I don't have anything to compare to, but like, yeah, I did a lot of drinking in high school. I almost didn't graduate because I was doing so much drinking and partying.
Did you do anything harder than marijuana in high school?
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. I did coke. I had fucking did Suboxones. I did a lot of pills and
You did what?
Suboxone. That's like the shit they give like heroin addicts to
I
get
know what
off
it
of
is.
heroin.
How did you get a hold of that?
Just the fucking people I was around, man. Like I I was
Was
just
it
dumb.
prescribed to somebody and then you take it?
Yeah. Yeah. And
Got it.
I remember I took that shit during the test and I'm like dipping in and out of class. Like I was so dumb. And then, so quick story, we had this high school brawl. It's supposed to be this big ass fight between, like our school and another school. And, so it would fucking go down. And this dude had a whole bag full of Xanax. Granted, they went through the washing machine, so now there was all fucking powder. I don't know if that shit was still pone or not, but dude, I drank a bunch of vodka and I laid out like the dumbest fucking width and length lines of Xanax, and I'm like dipping in and out of life at this point. And we go to this fight, and all my buddies was like, "Yo, you're gonna fight?" I was like, "Bro, I can't even fucking stand right now." Like, I'm so fucked up. Like, the dude swings at me and I'm fucking laying down before he even fucking thinks about swinging. I ended up walking home and I started puking literal breadcrumbs of fucking vomit every 2 feet from the canal and walking all the way to my house. I ended up calling my buddy. I was like, dude, I think I'm going to die. Like, can you come over? So my two buddies came over and I was in the bathroom, like dying. My mom, like, had no idea what was going on. That was high school.
Do you think our kids are embarrassed about our actions as high schoolers, so that's why they're better?
I'm
Like,
sure.
look at this idiot. I don't want to be like him.
Well, you know what? I'm sure, but I also think that it's like, what do we tell them? Hey, don't do this. Why? Well, because it's fucking stupid. Like my son, if like I tell him like, dude, drugs are dumb. Like, don't ever fucking do drugs. My 16-year-old was like, yeah, I'm not doing drugs. Like that is so dumb. Like one day he asked me a random question. He's like, Dad, what's like the best? What's the best beer? What's like the best beer? What does it taste like? I'm like, dude, you fucking had a sip of beer before. Like, why are you like? It all tastes the fucking same. Like it's bubbly and delicious.
It's bubbly and delicious.
But like, not like they're gonna have curiosities, and I think it's being able to be their like guide to say, hey, you're allowed to be curious, but there's certain things that you should never fucking do. Pills being one of those. Like I still like I can't get prescribed like Percocets and stuff like that because it's just I'm not gonna lie, man. I'd rather put them in my nose than my mouth. Like there's just like it's like a
You also told me the story about when you put them in your butt.
Yeah, it's like a ceremony. If you put them in your butt, it's like they last longer.
It's supposed to hit you faster, right? Isn't that what they say?
Yeah, man, it hits you like a truck.
Isn't it called boofing? Have you ever boofed? Put alcohol in your ass?
I'll be honest with you. I never have. I've also never shoved any.
You said you're going to be honest with
pills
us.
up my ass.
You've shoved pills up your ass?
I have never shoved pills up my ass.
What? And you've never put alcohol up your ass?
No. Dude, listen, what are you going to shove a funnel up your ass first?
That's what you're supposed to do.
Like you put a
It's
funnel
a thing,
in your
dude.
ass?
I'm Look it up.
I'm not looking it up, dude. I don't want to
I
get
didn't
hard
say
on.
look up visuals.
Oh, I was going to say, well, what am I going to fucking read about it? This is crazy. I want visuals.
I feel like that was a thing when I was in my 20s, and then it became a thing again. Like,
did you ever boof?
No.
Were you ever at a party and everyone's got like a fucking funnel in each other's assholes and they're just fucking pouring liquor down? You're like, what are you guys doing?
I'm going to be honest with you. I have no idea why the fuck you would do it. You can get pretty drunk without sticking stuff up your ass.
Oh my God.
If that's really if you're just trying to get fucked up. Like, I just don't understand why you would do it.
Putting a funnel up. I might look up girls putting funnels up their asses, but I'm not looking up dudes. I'm not trying to see a bunch of fucking ball sacks and fucking wieners flopping around. And that just sounds terrible. What if you regurgitate it?
Well, it sounds messy.
It does sound messy. Imagine you put that funnel in, you fart. Oh my God, now you're shitting fucking vodka and shit everywhere. It's like Jackass when he's taking what did they put hot sauce sun in his ass and he's shitting out a volcano. You ever see that one?
No.
Love Jackass.
So I think it's because it goes into your
Bloodstream.
and well, yeah, because it's unfiltered. You don't have your
There's
liver and
blood vessels in your fucking asshole.
kidney and shit, like flushing that stuff out.
Did you think it really reaches that far?
No,
That's like 100
saying
feet of fucking intestine.
when you drink it normally, it goes through that filtering system.
Yeah.
When you shove it up your ass, it skips all of that. So to your point, it goes like straight into your blood system or whatever. I don't fucking know how that shit works.
This is crazy. We just spent like a whole 3 minutes talking about putting funnels in each other's asses. Not each other's asses, but and drinking alcohol that way.
You want to do unscripted?
Yeah. What if one last thing? What if you're sick and you put chicken noodle soup up your ass? Do you feel better faster?
Well, let's try it. You're sick. You don't feel good. Let's do it today.
All right.
Let's do it live on the show.
Fuck.
I don't know. I haven't done enough research.
That's gonna be the new show.
Until we get sued. By the way, we are not sponsored by them.
No. That'd be a weird sponsorship.
I mean, it could be
go
very
check out my new
lucrative,
latest video.
What's that?
Say go check out my new latest video.
Where you take chicken noodle soup up your ass.
That's right.
All right.
If I can do it, so can you.
Let's do unscripted.
All right. Rock it out. Go ahead.
Logan, I think he's on the road right now. He left back to New Mexico. He starts school tomorrow. So him and his brother did a road trip. They left Tuesday and went down to New Mexico, dropped some stuff off, hung out for 2 days, and then came back. But then Friday night, we wanted to have a little, I don't know if celebration is the right word, but just have a dinner with him before he left.
Yeah.
So we went, had some sushi, me, Deanne, Davis, Logan, and Evelyn. Jackson had a sleepover. He wanted to have a end of the summer sleepover. So he had a bunch of friends over, so he didn't go with us.
Okay.
But yeah, it was nice. Went out for dinner, kind of chopped it up a little bit, and ended up watching a movie, and that was it. And then he hung out with, what's that?
So it was a good time.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So he's headed back for his sophomore year at the University of New Mexico.
It's awesome, man. Feel pretty. Did you go to college?
I did.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Does it feel pretty good that he's going?
It does, and I didn't do anything. I think I've made this pretty clear, but I didn't want to force my kids to go to college for me. I wanted my kids to go to college for them.
Yeah.
So, and if they chose to not go to college, I was okay with it, but they had to I just wanted them to make good decisions.
That's fair.
Logan made a decision to go to college, and he did all of the work to get there, including applying for scholarships. His application, he did everything. So I think he's more vested in going to college than I am, which means he's going to put more into it, in my opinion.
That's good. Awesome.
I felt that, and this didn't come from my mom, but I felt like society pushed college on me, and honestly, it wasn't for me.
Yeah.
I did not enjoy it. It was hard to go from a small school to college.
Sure.
For me, the learning was substantially different, and yeah, I ended up dropping out. So
right on. Well, your kids aren't going to drop out. They're fucking killing it.
Yeah, Davis, I think, wants to go now, and Davis was going to do a trade.
Good. I think trades are fucking powerful. I think trades are more powerful than college, if I'm being honest.
It depends on your direction. Logan's a brilliant writer, so
Yeah.
going into a trade doesn't make as much sense for him.
As
Davis
long as you can
is,
get a job being a fucking writer. You know what I mean? Like I think that's the biggest thing. Like depending on what you go to college for and graduate, like what's your major? I think that has like a substantial amount to do with what your future outlook's going to be.
having that degree helps you get jobs, though,
Yeah,
like higher profile jobs.
sure. Oh,
When
I believe
I'm
it.
good,
No. I believe it.
when I'm hiring somebody though, that it doesn't mean shit to me.
Sure. Because it's a labor. Like you're doing
It's a
manual
trade.
labor. Yeah, I guess so. Um, Yeah, speaking of our jobs, there was a funny thing. So I saw a meme that or a post that said hiring flaggers $55 an hour in Delaware. I'm like, you guys are fucking crazy. I'm moving to Delaware. I'll flag for $55 an hour. Are you kidding me?
It's probably certified wages, I imagine.
Damn, dude, $55 an hour. I'm down. Um, I'll say my fatherhood and scripters. I picked up my son from the airport this past week. He got back from Colorado. Um, it was really nice to see him. But it's almost comical because every time he comes home, it's like the first day he's like super like cool and like nice and everything's great to his siblings. And then the next day he's like, fuck you guys. Get out of my room. And I'm like, dude, Jesus. Like they miss you, buddy. Um, but he had a good time. He spent plenty of time with his dad and his stepmom out there and his brother and sister, and as well as he flew out to Iowa to go visit his grandpa, and his grandpa has dirt bikes and some land, so he got to roll around and do that. Um, Did great. Got my daughter's ears pierced. I don't know if I said that last week.
You didn't.
Yeah, yeah. She's been dying to get her ears pierced, and I've been very against it. And she really irritated me though. So I was like, yeah, you get your ears pierced, but I did it mostly so the needle would fucking sting. I'm not gonna lie, I did a very selfish reason.
You pierced her ear.
No, I'm not retarded in that way.
Okay, I was like, what?
No. She went to my wife took her to a tattoo shop, and she didn't want to take her to Claire's because she didn't want to get any infections. And yeah, it made her very, very happy. So that made me feel good.
So two questions. What was your reason for not wanting to get it done?
I don't know. I truly don't know. I think I'm so afraid of her to like grow up and be like older that every little thing that in my eyes signifies you getting a little bit older just scares me. Because it gets closer and closer to that point of, okay, well, one day you're not going to need me. And one day you're going to be on your own. And I fucking don't trust the world for shit. And with all the scary things that happen, especially to females, yeah, I just like that's the reason I'm afraid of her growing up, and I think I just didn't want to have her get her ears pierced because that's like another step forward away from being a little kid.
Okay.
Even though girls get their ears pierced when they're little all the time.
Yeah, we got Ev's ears pierced probably like a year and a half ago at Claire's.
Yeah.
It got infected.
Oh, well, I'm fucking glad my wife didn't take her there. Damn.
Yeah, it was pretty gnarly. So one of them, she really wanted same thing. She really wanted her ears pierced. I think
Yeah.
she cares a little bit less about that now.
Yeah, I bet.
It freaked her out. She had a pretty nasty like thing on the back of her ear.
For how long?
Well, that's the thing, is that it we didn't know because she has such long hair and it was covered in her ears. So I think it was there for a minute, and yeah,
All right,
it's like
fuck you,
hard now.
Claire's.
What's that?
Say fuck you, Claire's. You suck.
Not sponsored by.
You need help. Seek professional help. Don't go to Claire's.
Did you have your ears pierced?
No, I took a fucking I took a uh big old clothespin, or like what are the pins
Bobby
called?
pin.
Bobby pin, and I fucking pierced my lip.
Nice.
And then I went to Wawa, and this kid, fucking Robbie Russo, came up, and he had a hypodermal, or like the piercing needles, and he fucking stabbed that shit through my fucking lip in a Wawa bathroom, and I felt so fucking dumb. And I had that shit there for like 2 days, and I was like, nope, done. I came home, I'm like, mom's like, you okay? I was like,
You were hiding it from her.
yeah. That's not fucking hiding it though. Like, dude, if my kids came home and I'm like, hey, you okay? And they're like, see your fucking lip. You know what I mean? Did not do a good job hiding it. But yeah, me and my buddy were literally sitting on the bus and like taking these fucking needles and trying to just jab and jab and jab. And I don't even know why we did it. No idea.
All right. We got about 20 minutes. You want to talk about politics?
Yeah. We could talk about politics.
What was that question?
So which era had the bigger fights, or do today's feel heavier because of social media? So talk about safety, book bans. Here's a big one. LGBTQ rights and critical race theory. I don't think that's not really a thing anymore. It's really not. Like what did we have as politics when we were growing up in school? It definitely had nothing to do with fucking I don't know. I feel like we didn't really have that many politics as when we were growing up.
I mean, you have your standard social studies where you're obviously learning about politics and you're learning about the government, but like, I don't remember, to your point, I don't remember it being like, like Republican or Democrat, getting pushed down your throat. I don't remember that. I don't know if that's the case now. I will tell you that Logan had extremely liberal views.
I think teachers now are more likely to be pushing shit down your throat.
You do?
Yes. I just have that. Dude, look at our society. Everyone's so fucking divided. And the worst part about the division is it's not only they're divided, they're also incapable of taking in other people's viewpoints and accepting them and saying, you know what, I disagree with you, but that's okay. Like, I just.
It's so personal now.
It is.
It's crazy to me.
Like, yeah, I'm gonna put a fucking disclaimer here for everyone. All the LGBTQ stuff. Listen, I don't agree with it, but I'm telling you right now, if there's somebody in that party and they're upset because they're getting bullied, I'm gonna tell them to stop fucking bullying you. Like, because you're still a human being. I disagree with you, but that a disagreement shouldn't be okay. Exactly. And I feel like that's what it turns into, and especially with like social media. You can't disagree with anybody, because if you do, everybody just takes it as, oh, you hate that person, or you disagree with everything. No, dude, listen, live your life. You got fucking one just like me. I don't like the way you live your life. Doesn't matter. What does matter is if what I'm doing and what you're doing starts to impact our lives, that's a problem. If it starts to impact my kid's life, that's a problem. I'm an adult. I don't care. But if what you're doing starts to impact my child, that I think that's a problem.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I was talking to somebody at work the other day about it, and I think my biggest issue is there's two issues. One, obviously social media.
Yeah.
And two is growing up, we were told to not talk about two things: politics and religion. But because of social media, it is such a
That's all it
common
is.
topic now.
Mm-hmm.
And
Because it's divisive, dude.
yeah, like I have this friend on Facebook that posts nothing for the most part besides like Trump slander.
Sure.
And I'm like, I don't know. I just, it drives me crazy. It literally drives me crazy.
All right. How about this shit? All right. I didn't like Biden, but I found this fucking so comical when people are like, oh, not my president. Or when Trump was, oh, not my president. Dude, are you guys fucking stupid? It is your president, you idiot. Like, just because you don't like it, like, it's like wishing the boat that you're on to fucking capsize and everyone to drown. It doesn't matter who the captain is. The captain's still trying to steer the boat in the best direction they see fit. We don't have to agree with it. But I'm pretty sure I don't want the fucking boat to sink.
Right. I don't.
People are fucking dumb.
Yeah, I'm with you. It drives me crazy. Just don't be a piece of shit. I don't care.
Exactly. Like, I think that we cater so... I will say this. I think schools need to stop fucking catering to everybody. And by everybody, cater to fucking nobody. The kids are there to fucking learn. So teach them the proper things. You want to teach them math, teach them math, teach them social studies, but don't have your own personal twist on it, because your personal twist is what fucks everybody up. Like that's the worst part about it all. Everyone is so heavily invested in their viewpoints that it's just, there's a inability to take a step back and say, okay, here's the truth. Let's look at this from both perspectives. No, there's no both perspectives. Like politics, religion, LGBT, whatever, it's all fucked.
Yes. Logan had a friend that was extremely liberal. He went to a pretty liberal school, and so he had some very liberal views. I will say it got to the point where his friends like hate for the other party kind of almost pushed him more towards the other party, which I don't think he's not a little liberal.
Sure.
Still, but he's way more of a common sense political view thinker, like similar to me. Like, if it makes sense and it's democratic, I'm okay with it.
What's right is right.
Makes sense and it's Republican, I'm okay with it. If it doesn't make sense and it's democratic, then I'm not okay with it.
Yeah.
And vice versa. So
what's right is right, man. And like, we're so, and like, it just, feelings get hurt now. Oh, well, I might not agree with this, but my party said this, or I agree with the group that said this. It's like, dude, that's still wrong. Like, can't you just understand that wrong is wrong and right is right? There's no debate on that. But here we are, debating shit just to debate it. And I think that just sums up our society right now.
Well, it's so personal, man. It's just so personal. It was
these teachers,
personal hate for Biden and personal hate for Trump. And like, I don't know.
Instead of wishing for the best. dude, hope for the fucking best, man. Like, we don't have to like them, but hope for the best. Same with like, I'll jump back into like the school. I guarantee you, I'm probably not gonna like most of the teachers, or I might, but I still want them to be the best teachers possible to teach my kids what my kids need to learn. Now, if my kids start coming home and talking about shit that I'm like, no, then I have that conversation with my kids. I can't change the school. Right? I can't change what they're going to teach you, but I can tell you and help you navigate what they're saying into a actual clear thought process instead of it being a one-sided conversation. Dude, there's a couple of states that are like, if your kid exhibits any sense of not being who they are and having different pronouns, I'm telling you right now, dude, you're at elementary school and my teachers ever fucking mention something, I'm gonna tell them, dude, this is none of your fucking business, and you guys need to stay the fuck out of it. I can't. I Schools don't have any fucking power, man, and they should not have that sense of power to say, oh well, we're gonna put your kids into fucking therapy because we don't know. We feel as if they're confused. No, it's none of your fucking business. If they're confused, it's because you guys are fucking confusing them. Everything's okay. No, not everything's okay. And that's okay. Rant over. Dude, we live in a rough world, man.
We do. I mean, we do and we don't.
I agree.
It's also what you make it.
That's very true.
Yeah, I honestly, my kids' teachers, for the most part, I would say that I'm a pretty big fan of most of them. I'm a little disappointed. Davis has had an advisor for the last 3 years. And my very first meeting of him, he kind of rubbed me the wrong way. Like
Okay.
he's a nice dude, but he kind of rubbed me the wrong way. Like I felt
Yeah.
like he was being a little too lenient on Davis.
Sure.
But the more I got to know him, and because like his whole thing was he's been teaching for over 20 years. He says this is a normal thing for a 14-year-old boy to go through.
Sure.
And I said, I don't give a shit. I expect more out of my kid.
Yeah.
And I want the best out of him. And he was like, he was really just trying to be supportive of Davis, where I was like, fuck that. There's no excuse. You need to get your work done.
Yeah. Because you're the parent.
But the flip side is he was right.
Okay.
Davis was going through puberty. He was a freshman. It was overwhelming. The workload was more. And I think the mixture of like how me and his mom had really been upset at him, and then how his advisor, is what they call him, had supported him, was enough motivation for him to like just absolutely crush it from there on out. And his advisor retired last year, so he's going into his senior year without his advisor. And I know he's not happy about it, and I'm not happy about it either. And it's funny because Logan's advisor was different. She and Logan had a really close relationship, but she did not fucking put up with his shit.
Yeah.
And she called him out on his bullshit,
which is important.
And he respected her for that. And they grew closer. But yeah, the teachers at the kids' school, they're really involved in the kids' lives. The kids' education, I should say. And they're very supportive. So when my ex-wife wanted the kids to go to the school, I was not super fond of it.
Yeah.
I am really glad that this is the school they ended up at.
Just like the president, right? At the end of the day, when the kids go to school, and my kids were homeschooled for the past 4 years, um, you want the best for them. You don't want any teacher to fail. You don't want any, you want your kids to have a good experience. And through that experience, they're going to benefit and they're going to blossom and become, who they are. Even more so, especially like from homeschool, like I think you're very, like you're kind of very closed off. And I think going into kind of a public, more traditional school, you're able to get new experiences and hear new voices and, hear things that you disagree with or hear things in new lights that you agree with. So I think having like counselors that are there to truly guide your children and truly guide them is the thing. Is can be very, very beneficial.
Agreed.
How about discipline and like kind of like zero tolerance? Did you ever go get suspended from school?
Yes.
Did you ever go to like in school suspension?
Did I what?
Go to in school like ISS in school suspension?
We did not have anything like that where I went.
Okay, they just suspended you.
Yeah.
Do you think there's just as much of that now, or do you think they try to talk things through a little bit more?
I think they try to talk things through, at least my experience at my kid's school.
Gotcha. Do you think that's better?
What's that?
Do you think that's better?
I think yes and no. I think that if I could see getting suspended being a joke. And if you don't learn the lesson, then what's the point?
Yeah.
Where if you talk through something and you learn the lesson, it might be more impactful. Now, if you do it again, then maybe you escalate it to suspension.
Yeah.
I got suspended for stupid shit.
Mm-hmm.
I almost got expelled.
Me too.
For stupid shit.
I told a teacher that I was going to get her. Yeah,
like that you were going to kill her?
No, well, I mean, maybe that's the way it was like perceived, but like, I forget what happened. I was like, all right, I'm going to get you. And she went to like the principal's office. They called me down. Like, I just got done taking a shit and I go back in her office. She's like, you got to go to principal's office. Why? And principal's like, just so you know, you can't ever say, I'm going to get you to teacher. I was like, what the fuck am I going to do, dude? And then they called my mom and they're like, I think we might have to expel you over this. And like, because I said I'm going to get you, I was like, what if I said I'm going to get you flowers? Like, why do you guys got to be like this? I don't know what happened. I didn't get expelled or anything. I did get like in school suspension for like 2 weeks or some shit, which was a joke.
I had dyed my hair green and they suspended me.
Are you serious?
Yes. I was the student council president and my hair was dyed green. And when they pulled me into the office, I said, how is this different than a green shirt?
Yeah.
And yeah, my mom was pissed. My mom was pretty upset. So they told me you can only dye your hair natural colors.
That's dumb.
So I
agree with it though.
You agree?
I mean, like, all right, I don't agree over the fucking ridiculousness of it, but like, I don't know, if my kids are going to school, I'll be like, dude, you're not dyeing your hair fucking green.
They said it was a distraction.
Was it though?
That's my point. How is my green hair any different than a green shirt? So
that's fair. So
my mom bent the rules and dyed my hair like dark red, like purple.
That's funny.
When I went back, my hair was purple, like a really, really dark purple.
Getting suspended for dyeing your hair is fucking ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. Yeah,
I brought a comb.
I was pretty upset.
You remember those fucking combs that like they look like switchblades. You hit the button and it pops open. I had one of those in my car and I parked in the teacher's lot. And their fucking security guard was going there looking at my car. And they called me into the principal's office and they're
For your
walking out there.
switchblade.
Yeah, they're walking out to the fucking car and they're like, what is this? I was like, it's a fucking comb. I was like, what am I going to brush you to death? Like, it's a fucking comb, dude. You guys are ridiculous. And they're like, open up your car. I was like, I'm not opening my car. Like, well, then we're going to call the cops. They're going to break your window. I was like, I'll open my car. And they pull it out. I was like, I'll pull it out for you. He's like, no. Like, dude, it's a fucking comb. And,
oh my God.
Dude, they got so butthurt. They were so mad. They were like,
did they apologize?
No. They're like, you can't park in the teacher's lot. And this looks like a weapon and we can't have weapons on the lot. I was like, it's not a fucking weapon. It's a comb, dude. Like, I know you don't have any hair, so I can't fucking brush it, but it's a fucking comb. Dude, it was. I will say, though, having kids now, I do appreciate that. If I 100% am for with all the shootings and stuff, if teachers see or send something, send that kid. I don't care if it's fucking terrorizing them. Unfortunately, if you think something's up, I think teachers need to, and they have an obligation to the other students and parents to bring it about and get it solved. And obviously, if they're wrong, then apologize. But understand that it's a serious thing.
Yeah, I agree. You want to know why I almost got expelled?
Yeah.
Me and 7 friends had a paintball fight around the school.
Oh,
it gets better. It's at night. It was on the weekend. Monday, get called into the principal's office, and one of the kids that was playing with us, his mom was the secretary of the school. He had told her, so she knew, and so they pulled all of us into the school.
One of the kids that was playing with you guys?
Yep. We had 2 options. We cleaned the school or we were all going to be expelled.
Oh, did you shoot the fucking school?
Well, I mean, naturally, there were, we were playing around the school, so there was paintballs all over the school.
Damn.
But it wasn't like we were tagging the school, you know what I'm saying?
All over the balls and shit.
Yeah, but it was on the outside. It's on the fucking brick. I'm like, if it rains, that this shit's gone.
Yeah.
Like,
so they took it as like vandalism.
Yes. And I was super fucking pissed off because I'm like, this is ridiculous. This shit washes off.
Yeah.
We weren't vandalizing the school. We literally used the school because it was just such a big school that we had 2 teams of 4 and we were just playing against each other.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that was okay, but in our heads as teenagers, I didn't think it was that big of a deal. I think the fact that they were going to expel us if we didn't clean the school is fucking
ridiculous. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, that was my senior year.
Jesus.
I had straight A's my senior year. I was the student council president. I played sports.
Wow.
And yeah, I almost got expelled over some shit like that.
Damn, dude, you're fucking creme de la creme.
No.
Killing it.
Well, so in Deer Trail, I don't think it's the same anymore, but in Deer Trail, you had to be at the school for 8 periods, even if you didn't have classes. So my second part of my senior year, I had 2 classes a day and I had to be there for 8.
The fuck did you do?
It was like fucking teacher's aid, study hall.
Oh my God. And it was a requirement?
Yep. You couldn't leave the school.
Wow.
You could leave for lunch and that was it. I don't think it's like that anymore, but it used to be like that.
That is crazy.
it was stupid, but
That
yeah.
is stupid. With like 50 fucking, that's no use. O's. Stupid. It is wild. Can't imagine having to be in school when I didn't even have class.
Yeah, it was dumb. We used to, me and two buddies were in like the computer classroom
Yeah.
because this was obviously when computers first started coming out. So we just had one classroom with computers, not all of them. And so we were sitting with each other or next to each other, and we all chewed, and we were spitting on the floor. And underneath our seats were these huge brown spots. We got in trouble for that too.
That's funny.
It was stupid because we couldn't spit in a bottle.
Yeah.
Because
It's too obvious.
Then they would know. Yep, that's right.
We would just come to school super fucking stoned every day. There's this corner called Smoker's Corner, and we go there and smoke fucking joints, and they come to school high as a kite, drinking BFC monsters and giggling and everything.
I didn't smoke too much weed in high school. I didn't do anything harder than weed in high school.
I smoked a lot of weed in high school. Too much weed, debatably.
There was a couple of people that were kind of like they smoked a lot of weed, but for the most part, it was only like on the weekends at a party.
Yeah,
that's kind of how I was.
That's fair. That's good.
All right.
Get that question.
Recap it.
Yeah. Okay. Let's recap. All right. So we talk about on today's episode of Dad Compass podcast. What we spoke about was schools. We talked about kind of school shootings and in a sense of these drills that are happening to kids. We spoke about bullying, and we kind of touched base on
why you bully me.
That's right. Yeah, we talked about some of the stuff that's being taught in the curriculums and how and why we disagree with it. At the end of the day, we want every student to succeed when they go to school. We want every teacher to be as great as possible. And that's it. We spoke about making poor decisions and doing drugs as well. And Patrick making some kid walk around with poop in his shoe.
just specks.
Specks
of poop.
Logs.
That sun is gnarly. It hasn't been that way before.
It's pretty gnarly.
All right. Ready?
I'm ready.
If you could trade lives with a cartoon character for a day, who would you pick and why?
Yeah, that's a good one. Any cartoon character.
Any cartoon character.
Oh, I'm going to do the thing again where I just really think about this for way too long. And there's going to be this inherent silence that comes about. So I'm going to talk as I think about who I would like to be if I was a cartoon character, because that's a very, difficult question. I don't know why, but I feel like this is like life or death. This is how I feel about your questions. But I know, but
I do agree with you. It is a little difficult.
It just seems like everything is life and death. Like, who do I choose? So many choices, so many good choices. Let's go with Bugs Bunny.
Okay.
Why? Because he's like in everything. Like, I could be Bugs Bunny and or maybe what's that? Roger Rabbit? Maybe Roger Rabbit. She's got that sexy chicken dress. I like her. What's her name?
Jessica Rabbit.
Is that her name?
Uh-huh.
Is that his wife?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely. I'm Roger Rabbit.
Right.
He can switch between like real life and cartoon life. So
That's a good answer.
yeah. All right.
I want to
Who you
watch
gonna
that
be?
movie. I haven't seen it in a long time. Me, it's gonna be Garfield.
Garfield. You like lasagna that much?
No, but he just eats and sleeps all day and then
Oh, that's fair.
causes chaos and is still loved by John.
Everyone, man.
Yep.
Oh, just loved unconditionally.
I think I don't have cats, but I think cats have a fucking awesome ass life.
Yeah, I don't have any cats. My mom had cats. Has a cat. I don't like
I think
cats.
dogs got a nice life too, but yeah.
Dogs shit, sleep, drool everywhere. They could just hop up anywhere. Like, what do you need to push them off? They don't care.
Dude, we got this dog right now. It's a golden retriever. It's the largest fucking golden retriever I've ever seen. It's ridiculous.
Probably so cute.
It's huge and smells horrendous.
Yeah, it's the one bad thing about dogs. They fucking smell rough.
Especially their breath.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, like, follow, subscribe. All
This
major
is
platforms.
the Dad Compass podcast.
I don't know what's going on. Like,
Check us
follow,
out.
subscribe, comment. All major platforms: YouTube, Spotify, Apple. I was told Amazon. Is that legit?
We're on Amazon.
Nice. Well done.
We're on the Bezos.
And then yeah, Compass on.
Compass on. And we hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. And I hope you enjoyed the podcast. And we'll see you guys next week.